My name's Gray and hers is Cat, and we are here to have a chat with you.
Hey guys, welcome to our second official full episode. Actually, no, this is our third, isn't it? Because we did the singing one in between.
It's the third. It is.
This is our third. Today, we're going to be getting to know each other a little bit more. So I have some questions for Kat here, and she has some questions for me.
Nope.
I just found them online, so we're just gonna jump right in. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
How about you go first, Gray?
Okay, the first one on here, and I think this is interesting. Do you prefer writing with black or blue pen, and why?
I think I prefer black because it's clean and crisp, but I like the appeal of blue. Blue's really pretty for like doing art because it's just a different thing to do line stuff in, but I really like writing in black because it's like classic. How about you?
I think so. I think I like it because it's got more of the classic feel, and like it's very clean and polished. And there's something really satisfying about the contrast between black ink and white paper.
Yes. Okay, I like it. All right, here's my question. This is under an article called developgoodhabits.com. And it's 371 deep questions to ask a guy, a girl, your friend, or even yourself. So the first one is deep questions to ask a girl. And since Gray's a girl, I thought, hey, why not ask her? What is your take?
Are we sure about that?
I don't know. Are you a girl?
How dare you assume my gender?
What is your gender that you identify as?
No, definitely identify as female.
Females
am
cool.
female sex, female gender. I learned the other day, small bit of education, you might know this already. I learned from my sister the other day that there is a difference between sex and gender. Really? And so your sex is the way you are like biologically born, so that depends on your parts. And then gender is like what you feel or like most associate with based on like, you know, society, I guess almost like societal standards in the sense of like, you know, wearing dresses is for girls or like that sort of thing, or like trucks are for guys, which are all like stereotypes, but it's like, you know, you feel
how
more.
You feel.
And that's how people can be like gender fluid or whatever. It's like based on the day, you feel more inclined towards these sorts of things.
That's pretty wild.
Brief education. Anyway, your question. Things you didn't know were going to come up in this talk.
Yeah, that's the point of this one is things you never knew. Okay. On that note, I gotta find a deeper question because Joan Cusack, they're all great. Okay, I'm gonna find you an actual question. Ooh.
I mean, that's an actual.
I like this just because you're my DM. What mythical animal do you resonate with and why?
Oh gosh. This one's really hard actually because there's a lot of them and they're all really cool.
But like, yeah, it's almost like asking your spirit animal.
Uh-huh. This is actually like a difficult question. I'm trying to think of like the personalities of them versus just like what they look like, you know, because like there's some that it's like I would want to be this one, but like personality wise, I probably would fall under the category of like a nymph or something, or like a dryad potentially.
I feel like if we're really going mythical, like a bard. Like you're a bard because like you're an encouragement.
But a bard's not a mythical creature.
They sort of. Okay, fine. Like
a bard. It's a class. As a class, I probably am either a bard or a.
No, you're only a bard. You're only allowed to be a bard.
Well, I'd say I'm probably either a bard or like a cleric or paladin, somewhere in there.
I want to be a paladin. They're so BA.
They are pretty cool, but yeah, but they're also like, for the good of the people, and like
Yes.
I follow a strict moral code and that sort of thing, and that's very much me.
I'm gonna cry. I just remembered something from a TV show that I'm not gonna talk about. Okay. Sorry. Okay, interesting. Druid. Okay. All right, your turn for a question.
Oh, this is really deep. How deep
Ooh.
do you want to go right now?
I'm totally good going deep.
Okay. Where do you feel the safest?
Ooh. Like, interesting. I think I feel the safest, I know it sounds cheesy, but near family.
Yeah.
Specifically, my dad,
Yeah.
because he's strong and he could beat you up, but he's also very kind and loving. But I also, yeah, like,
yeah, go ahead, you're good.
oh, sorry. Environmental wise, the beach or like the ocean or like specifically temperate forests.
Huh.
Okay.
I like it. I was just gonna say, it seems very much like your family. Like I feel like your whole clan of people. It's like if anyone came after you, I'm intentionally not using your last name, but
oh yeah, we literally put clan at the end of our name. It's very funny.
I know you do, but like if anyone, beware to the person who comes after you and your family, because literally they will be demolished. Like you cannot lay a finger on harm a hair on anyone in your family's head without incurring the wrath of the entirety of the rest of your family.
I feel like that's the same for you, except like people wouldn't want to harm your family in the first place because y'all are just so pure and kind. All right, sorry. Whose turn is it for a question?
It's your turn to ask me one.
No, I didn't. Oh yeah, no, but you can respond to that question. Where do you feel most safe? I don't know if that's too deep for you.
No, I'm fine. Probably yeah. It's probably similar to you at home or like with my family. Like environmentally, yeah, pretty much anywhere that is not immediately accessible to other people, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like I like being out in the woods, or I like being in, like, yeah, like strangely enough, I feel more safe, like, unless it depends. Like if I'm by myself, like if I want to be by myself, I feel safest when there's literally like no one anywhere near me, like at all. But then if I'm going somewhere where there's gonna be people, I feel better having, a group of friends around me, because it's like you got the squad.
Yeah. Also, we're a very intimidating squad.
Oh my gosh. I swear Olga would rip the face off of anyone who came here.
Here's the thing. Olga would try, freak out, be like, and try to like do some sort of like a funny office reference to make them maybe die from laughter. And then
have you seen John Mulaney?
I love John Mulaney.
You know his whole Detective JJ Bittenbinder and like throw them off their rhythm. That whole thing.
No, I don't.
You need to watch that, because holy cow.
Is it the one on Netflix?
There's like 3 on Netflix, and I don't remember which one it is, but it's so funny and hilarious and amazing. But yeah, like seriously, like look that one up, because it's like his self-defense classes or whatever when he was in like middle school. Like people like they had someone come in to teach them about like, stranger danger and like what you would do if something were to happen.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
And it is
my word.
Very funny.
That is too good.
John Mulaney is hilarious.
He really is. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
Shout out to the people potentially who might watch this. Go watch John Mulaney if you haven't already.
Yes.
He's a hoot.
We can confirm through our professional opinion that he's a good comedian In addition, sorry, speaking of comedians, another recommendation, Dimitri Martin.
All right.
Specifically his song, Sames and Opposites.
Okay.
Warning. There is language, but he is hilarious.
What's his name?
Dimitri Martin. Side note, he also voices Ice Bear from a Cartoon Network show, We Bear Bears.
Nice.
And he's, they're not weird, they're just like, so like all of it is just about like being married and like your partner and sex. And like, you know what? Why can't... Okay,
Neither of us are married, in case you were wondering.
Yes, we are single, not quite ready to mingle. I don't know.
Well,
I'm speaking.
Depends on. It's more like other people aren't ready to mingle because they haven't matured enough yet.
That's true. Disclaimer, I believe, and I think I could speak for Gray on this part, have high expectations for a romance.
Yeah, and honestly, ladies, you should set your expectation high and don't settle, because
do not settle whatever you do. Now,
guys can do better. They really can. They are capable of it, and there are really good guys out there. Yep. You just gotta find them.
Yep, and gals too. Gals can do better too. But
yes,
note, they're not going to be perfect, and you will freak out when you realize they're not perfect. But that's the good thing, is you work through it.
Yeah.
Because if there
and
wasn't,
the thing is, sign of a very good like relationship is good communication and being able to have an open environment where you can talk about potential issues that you're noticing and work through them and agree on kind of mutual steps moving forward. So.
Yes, very good, Gray. Thank you.
Do you have a question? I can pull up one from here if you can't find any on there.
No, I'm just thinking of, okay. Let me see. I guess I'll add, this one's pretty big, and it's kind of existential and very, very personal. How meaningful is your life? I can ask a different one. That
no, that's fine.
No, it's too depressing for Corona.
No, it's okay. No, seriously. I would say, the immediate thought with that is people who, like for me, is people who potentially are thinking about committing suicide or have committed suicide or any of those things. And I think that there is, regardless of the amount of value that you place on your own life and how much you think you are if you think that you are not valued, for one thing, you are very highly valued and very, very, you cannot put a price on your life or any sort of thing. You cannot name how important you are to people and that sort of thing. But the other thing is your value does not rest in your accomplishments. If you've never done anything crazy or grand, or saved 1,000 people or run into a burning building or that sort of thing, like that is not what makes you valuable. It's all really just about doing your best, I guess, and trying, and the people around you that you gather and pull closer to you, to them, you are so incredibly precious and so just amazing. And, they're out here kicking themselves like, how did I get so lucky to get to know this person and be friends with this person? Like,
how I feel
how
about
did
you,
that
Lassie.
happen? I mean, I feel the same way about you and all of my friends. Like, I thank God every single day of just how lucky I am and just blessed I am to have such an amazing support group all around me between my friends and my family. And I mean, I think it's really important that also, your value, again, it's not even just amongst the people around you. It's depending on, I guess, your belief system. But for me, the only value that really matters to me is the value that God places in me, and the value that God places in me is that He was willing to send His Son to die on the cross for me.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it's unfathomable the amount of
doesn't make
value
sense.
that
Yeah.
has been placed in me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is why you're like one of my favorite people, because my philosophy totally aligns with that. And I think, yeah, regardless of, like, if you are struggling with the definition of who you are, know that you are valued, even though you might not feel it immediately or in ways that you see others feel valued. Your feeling of value is going to feel different because everyone's created differently, I think. Lives differently, comes from different backgrounds. But initially, I'm kind of an existentialist, so I agree that, like, the only thing that defines me and my value is my relationship in Christ. But, like, an overarching way to interpret that would be, I think people should be valued for their character, not always their actions. I think actions can influence, not discrepancy, but, like, determining kind of how you might approach someone. But, like, when you have good character, your actions will be good. And will be valuable to others. And when you have good character, you don't necessarily care about your actions. So I would agree with you that, like, where I personally believe that my meaning is not defined by my actions, what I say about myself, what others say about me, or what I do, my career, even my values don't define me. But I think I'm solely defined by Christ in that He sent His Son to die. But I value people for who they are, as they are other images of Christ and, like, human beings. But, that varies for people, but just know that overall you are valued. And I agree with you. I'm so lucky with the people who are in my life, and that makes me feel valued, is the love that I'm surrounded by. But, it's different for everyone else. Sorry, that was a big question.
No, it was, and I mean, that's great. This is, like, because I get to learn stuff about you too, so, like, this is good stuff.
This is very fun.
There's a song that I discovered, like, a couple days ago. It's called "You Say" by Lauren Daigle. I don't know if you've ever heard it.
Lauren Daigle.
But also there's a version of it that I really like, because it's a band I follow on YouTube, Cimarelli. I don't know if you know who that is.
I do not, but
it's like a girl group. They just, yeah, they're very good. So they did a cover of it, but it's called "You Say," and by Cimarelli, and it's a really good song, and it hits real hard. Oh, that's saying it's lunchtime. But yeah, so if you're looking for some good advice, I kind of based in this topic, it's just there's a couple lines. One of them is like all that matters now is everything you think of me, referring to like God. And then the chorus itself is really awesome, because it's like, let's see, it's, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say that I'm held when I am falling short. And when I don't belong, you say I am yours.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like, seriously, like, go listen to it, because it is.
No, it's my I'm sorry. My mom was on this. We were listening to it the other day because my mom was trying to find Amy Grant, one of her all-time favorites. And Lauren Daigle came up, and we listened to it, and she was in tears. And initially I was like, yeah, but, looking back on, like, currently, audience, we're in the midst of Corona. Our schools, across have been announcing done for the year, so that's kind of a big thing, especially for Gray and I, who are very social and love to give hugs. But just the idea of holding on to something, at least we have faith, and that song resonates very well with what I'm going through, and and such. And thank you so much for suggesting that because that's such a beautiful song. And you're so right about it. If you wanted, I did put a tab in the OneNote for Gray's music. If you wanted to check that out. But that being said, we're kind of at a good stopping point.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here for the day. But thanks for chatting and thanks for tuning in.
Yes, and if you ever have any suggestions, please comment below. We would appreciate it. Subscribe. Yep.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. We gotta come up with a little.
Smash that like button.
Smash. we gotta come up with a really funny outro. Smash.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.